Well, hi guys, this is take two. I did about, I don't know, probably 20 minutes waffling on, and then I thought I'd redo it, just try and get it into that first 15 minutes. Well, just to let you know how everything was going. Fruit's doing all okay. Black currants are starting to turn now, so another week of really nice weather like we're getting at the minute should see those starting to turn over now. The autumn raspberry is actually a double fruiter. It fruits during the summer, and then on the newer wood that it's sending up now, it will fruit during the autumn. Gooseberries are doing okay. Strawberries, the ones that are in the polytunnel, they'll be moved out later this year. They will overwinter outside in grow bags or whatever. Peas, we're starting to get the successions coming through now. We've got the two lots that we'd already planted up at the top end of the garden. They're now, we've already harvested one lot. The purple podded peas, they're starting to really start coming on now. We're picking those every couple of days, picking a good half a bucket or so every couple of days, getting those in the freezer. The successional sowing of the peas are coming on now. We've got some of the German purple podded ones. They're starting to get the flowers in. Then a week later we got some other peas in, and then a week later we got some other peas in which the rabbits did chew on to begin with, but they seem to have left those alone now. So we've got those three successions coming there. Where we harvested a full row of peas, we put some more peas in yesterday, Deuce Province, so I'm hoping towards the middle to late September we should get be able to get something off of those. And as we harvest something in the polytunnel, we're going to look at putting, somewhere, I don't know where the tomatoes are or where the onions are. We're going to put in a row of peas in there as well, just to see if we can get another late crop, but in the polytunnel. Cabbages, collies, kale, sprouts, bits like that, they're all doing great. The savoys are starting to heart up, so are the other cabbages, they're starting to heart up. Got a couple of collies ready. We was going to pick those today for dinner, but we never got round to it. Kale, we can start cropping that. We haven't tried any yet, but if we don't like it, we'll just crop it for the chickens and ducks and geese and what have you, rabbit. So everything else in the polytunnel is really doing well. Onions, are nearly as big as, as round as my fist. Tomatoes are doing well. We've got lots of tomatoes on. Carrots are doing okay. Cucumbers, we've got loads of cucumbers on, loads of flowers. So we should be able to start picking those in a couple of weeks, which will come in handy because August is my 30th birthday. We're having a barbecue on the 8th, so we shall be having a few beers, hopefully a bit of produce from the garden, a bit of salad stuff, a few taters as well. Potatoes, Sao Mary, we've got a problem with some of the potatoes. It's a problem called a disease called blackleg. What it boils down to, it basically rots the whole of your potato if you don't get it quick enough. If you catch it early, then you're okay. You just take the tops off, dig the plant up, harvest them, and then eat them. They're fine. If you go too long, because your potatoes have just gone to mush, basically. We did harvest, because of that problem, the row of Sao Mira that we put in really early. I think it was about 4 weeks before the main lot of the potatoes went in the bed. We put those in quite early, to be honest. There wasn't really earthed up, and they got black legs, so we took those up, and then we planted the leeks there. Potatoes in the buckets is just starting to crop now. we're not sure whether it's the compost that we've been using or whether it's the position that they was in. Not enough water early on, or too much water early on. We're not sure. Probably not enough water, to be honest. And yeah, I think we got a couple of pound out of one of them tubs. So we've pulled them out from away from the fence up at the top of the garden there near the front of the house. We pulled them away from the fence because there was getting quite overcrowded by some elderberry at the top. So we took those up, took those out the way, pulled them out, and hopefully we should be able to bulk up what's left in there. There was 4 potatoes to a bucket, and a couple of pound from one bucket this morning wasn't great, to be honest. I was hoping for at least 3.5, 4 pound from the bucket. A pound from each plant, really. But the same as it has been all year, really. Some of the tubers haven't germinated, so to speak. Those ones that are in the buckets didn't get chitted the same as everything else. So you live and learn, really. But we'll be doing them next year. It's International Kidney, which is your Jersey Royals. But yeah, we've got the bags. Now we're just starting on the tubs. We've got one blue big barrel up there with Anya in. It's got about 8 or 9 seed potatoes. I'm going to leave that as long as I can until I have to take it up, really. I'd like to take that up for the barbecue in August, and see if we can get a half decent crop off of those. Just see what we've got. Anya, a really big cropping, actually. Just they're prone to a lot of things. Runner beans, green beans, they're doing well. Dwarf beans are okay. This Back to Eden bed looks okay as well. It's doing really well. Now that we're not watering it as much. We was watering it once a week or so. It didn't really need it because it was still quite wet, and the wood chips hold on to the water. It was one of two things. It was either the water, too much water, or it was a nitrogen issue. But we realised it was the water issue, not nitrogen or anything like that, because we haven't tilled these wood chips in. They're only on the top. What else? Yeah, where the potato bed is going over to a no-dig bed this year. We're going to edge it off with pallet wood. We think we might have to get some more pallets in to do that. But we've got the breaking bar for taking the pallets apart now anyway, so we can soon do that. Even build it up a double layer of pallet wood, and go from there, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I say, that's going over to the no dig method. So we'll be trialling these two methods next to each other for the next year or so anyway. Depending on how it goes with the Back to Eden bed this year, and then next year we may go over to a no dig bed on that as well. But we're still to discuss that, me and Hannah anyway. Poultry wise, Barneys here haven't laid anything this year. We didn't expect them to, but they've been mating, so we thought, give them a chance. Muscovies, she went broody, brought some eggs to hatch in, then we had a problem, so we had to take the eggs away. We put them in the incubator, we got 3 out, but nobody wants them. Nobody wants Muscovies. So we're just taking the eggs at the moment. Cream leg bars are doing okay. We've got a hen in here on some of our own eggs. We've got some more eggs for the incubator. That'll probably be our last hatching of chickens this year. 21 days, takes us to the end of August, and then they'll be on heat for 6 to 8 weeks. It takes us into September, end of September. So yeah, they'll be just coming out into this little outdoor pen as the winter comes. But we're going to board the side up anyway to stop the wind getting in too much. And then they'll move over there, over to the main chicken pen later on this year, probably towards the end of this year, as it is. But that's probably about it, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, probably. Oh, we've got some horse manure coming in the next couple of weeks. That's for the no dig bed. That's going to be put into a pile over here somewhere. Probably up over the back there for it to start rotting down. We've got a sheet to go over the top just to keep some of the heat in. That way it'll kill off any weed seeds, any bugs, grubs, worms or anything like that. We could put it into the chicken pen, let them do the clearing of the weed seeds and bugs and grubs, worms, things like that. We're not sure yet, but it's pretty hard to get that back out of there as one. We would probably take it as half and half, more or less, half horse manure, half chicken manure. But if we just put it there, it can just rot itself down. And then we'll put it on the bed, create a no dig bed, and then leave it to rot itself down, and then we'll just plant it into that next year without digging anything out. So that's pretty much it, guys. I've just about covered everything in this just over 12 minutes, better than 20 minutes anyway. So that's the best part of nearly an hour doing a video. I hope you guys appreciate all I do for these videos. Anyway, guys, I'm going to catch you later, because I'm going to go get a beer and I'm going to go and sit with the dogs. Or I might come back down here and have another beer down here and just come and sit and chill out for a bit. So anyway, guys, catch you later. Cheers for now.